guys, I had a request to do kind of an explanation of some of the brushes that I do because not everyone knows what all the brushes are that I'm using, and I know that I don't go through it in my tutorials. So I'm just going to go over a few that I use. There are several different foundation brushes, which I haven't put up a foundation video. I'm going to. But here's just your regular standard flat foundation brush. There's all different sizes and colors, so that doesn't really matter. There's also a stippling brush that you can apply foundation with, and that's just where it has the two different lengths of bristles, and you use that to kind of swirl the foundation into your skin. It can also be used for blush or bronzer, whatever you don't want like a really heavy application of. Here's also a really dense foundation brush, so it'll kind of give you a little more coverage than your regular foundation brush. And speaking of regular foundation brushes, like the flat ones, I find that they streak a little more. I don't use them as often as I do. Like, this is a buffing brush. This is my absolute favorite brush to put foundation on with. It really gets everything in. Makes it look more like skin rather than your, makeup just sitting on top of your face. Powder brushes, again, tons of different kinds. Pretty much they're just any really big, fluffy brush that can kind of just dust powder over your skin. There's a giant fan brush that I love to put powder on with for just doing certain spots instead of doing your whole face. There's little guys like this. That's really great for powdering concealer, like for under your eyes when you don't want to powder the whole entire face, or you just want to set certain areas. As far as blushes go, most people know, but here's a few different ones. Like the angled brush right here. It's really good to help contour in the blush. This one is really dense, so it'll put on a heavier color. There'll be more pigment on with this one. This one's just really fluffy. It'll put on a lighter color too. For contouring brushes, pretty much they're just like tiny blush brushes. So this is an angled, and it's just a lot smaller than your average blush brush. And also there's that one too. It's also very small. And they're really good for getting in the contours of your face. So you don't have like the huge stripes of color. It just helps actually etch out the sculpting that you want in your face. There's detailing brushes, again, different sizes and shapes and stuff, but they're great for putting on intense colors in like smaller areas of your eye. You can use them for liners and stuff like that. I actually think they're really great for lips too. So you can use them for a number of things, but a lot of times like you can use them in the outer corner of your eye, going underneath for that liner when you want to use shadow for a liner, or even buffing out a regular liner with it, like pencil liner. Then let's see. There are blending brushes for eyes, which are a little more fluffy, and mind you, you can use whatever brush you want for blending, whatever you like, but I generally like the fluffier brushes to blend out the edges on the tops of your eye and in the crease. So, somewhere around there, big, fluffy. Generally, they're bigger than what you would use for a crease brush. Now, crease brushes are, you can find a few, like, there's an angled crease brush, so you can use that to help contour your eyes out. And then there's also like a pointier one, and those ones are more my favorite. I like them to fit right in, so you can just put the product right on the tip of the brush and then work it into your crease. These ones are generally, my favorite. I like them the best. Then to put on heavier pigments, I like the flat brushes. They're not perfectly flat, but let me show you. Like, this is an angled brush, but it's really flat right here. I don't know if you can see it. There you go. So you put the pigment right on there, and then you can pat it in, and it really lays a heavier color on your eye than just regularly wiping it over the lid. And then this one also, a little flat brush. You just dip it in the pigment, and then again you lay it on your eye. You don't brush it over. that's to get a more intense color application. As far as liner brushes go, little big guys, just little tiny. There's also angled liner. It depends on your preference, doesn't really matter. Also, you can use an angled brush for a liner, and the angled brush generally you can use with powder. So if you're going to use like the skinnier ones, you use that with a liquid or water or something to get your shadow wet to turn it into a liquid liner. Whereas this, you can actually dip it into the color and press it into your eye and use it that way. Angle brushes are also really good for doing eyebrows. And you can also do like the heavier applications of the color on the outside of your eyes or inside, it doesn't matter. Just, they're also good like detailing brushes too. There's also the little spoolies for brushing out your eyebrows or helping to comb out your lashes, depending on whatever you want to use them for. And I think that's about it. If there are any other questions, you can leave them in the comments. If not, I hope that was helpful, and I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.